defense up in really good position.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to...
Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down, playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Hawkins from the gun on third down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. A designed run for the quarterback. He's not quite going to get there. They'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Pryor. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Handoff for Ball. Shows him the stiff arm. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. And the boys of Old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
To the ground, he's got it again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
They'll run play action. Under fire. And it's incomplete on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He'll field the punt and take it back. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll move the tight end. Going with the ground game left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
From the gun on third down, Hawkins. Complete downfield. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Hawkins to throw for it on fourth. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for room. It's Pryor. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go right back to the run. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Finding some room. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Gators trying to cash it in on first and goal. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The play action fake. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They want to dance their way in on third and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And it has been a defensive struggle to say the least, but finally scoring. We've got a field goal on the board. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half starting. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and miss this ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Pryor. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
On the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Got a little grass. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida. Great job by the back on the option.
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all away for the huge touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Now here's Hawkins. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in. where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Maybe a crease. Spinderella. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The Mountaineers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Breaks into the open. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The screen, he can go! And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get, obviously, I know.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to the ground game on the left. There he goes. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the third quarter. The defense just forced a 3-and-out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game, but all the momentum is squarely now on.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. And the Mountaineers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Gonna run it. It's Pryor. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Power ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gator! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's Epps. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. Now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Rushes on him, and down he goes.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Hawkins unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking left. He's got it. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Again, it's Hawkins. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Sends it back in motion. Hawkins from the gun on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires to the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Michael Hawkins. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The run inside. It's Cook. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go play action with Hawkins. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Finds his big tight end. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Throwing Hawkins. Touchdown, West Virginia. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And he tacked on the extra point. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
I think the bad part there is running out of bounds. You got the lead, you're going to run it. The defense isn't giving you anywhere to go, but you can't stop the game clock by going out of bounds.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Snags it, and there's running room. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Gators are in the hurry-up.
I love the play call in this situation. You need 1 first down to ice the game, so you're just throwing to the sticks, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. In rhythm, they get it done. They're going to walk out of here with the win, David.
And this used to be a situation where you'd see offenses get very conservative, run the football.
Arm to the right. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are...
Turning it on. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That would have put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched it away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Hawkins makes the grab. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Oh, they're after him. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. To the air on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. That's it! A sack to end it as they finish off this one in style. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.